Good morning, friends. The wait is over. Yes, since the budget 2020, all of you must be waiting to get your registrations under section 12A or 1023C or 80G renewed. So today I am going to provide you with one of the recent updates on the matter. The notification has finally been released by the Central Board of Direct Taxes on 26th March 2021, laying down the provisions for renewal of registrations under section 1023C, 12AB and 80G and notifying the application forms. So the application has to be made in new form 10A under two circumstances. If you are already registered under any of the aforesaid sections and you are basically applying for renewal under the new provisions, or you are a new trust or society and you are applying afresh for registrations under any of these sections. So Form 10A has to be filed for those organizations who are renewing the registrations or are applying afresh for the registrations. In all the rest of the cases, Form 10AB has to be filed. So what are those cases? Let me share it in brief. First, when you shall be applying for renewal under section 12AB after 5 years. Second, when the new organizations which are provisionally granted registration or approval shall apply for permanent registration of 5 years. Third, when the organizations already registered want to opt for exemption under different section as allowed under the various provisions. And at last, when the organizations have adopted for modification of its objects which do not conform to the conditions of the initial registration, all these type of organizations have to apply in Form 10AB. The best part of the notification is that it is not only contains the new forms but also instructions to fill the form has been clearly laid out in details, which is self-explanatory. The notification also lists out the documents to be enclosed with the form while making an application. Let me take you through the list of documents to be uploaded with the form. First and foremost, self-certified copy of Memorandum of Association in case of registered societies, or a copy of trust deed in case of trust. Self-certified copy of registration certificate, which is applicable mainly to societies, as usually trusts do not have any such certificate unless provided it in certain states. Third, self-certified copy of FCRA certificate for those organizations registered under FCRA. Fourth, self-certified copy of existing 12A or 12AA or 80G or 1023C registration certificate. Then comes the self-certified copy of order of rejection of application for registration under any of the aforesaid sections. Then self-certified copy of audit reports since inception or for 3 years prior to the year in which the registration is being sought, whichever is less. And at last, note on activities, which preferably in our opinion must be for 3 years. Some other points to remember which is very important: since the Income Tax Department has been harping on going faceless, such forms shall have to be furnished electronically with digital signature if the return of income of your organization goes with it, or else through a electronic verification code. So manual application forms is altogether foregone. The digital signature which shall be used should be of the same person who is authorized to verify the income tax return. This implies the authorized person added on the income tax portal of the organization shall be the same person whose digital signature shall be used. As was announced in the budget that unique registration number shall be allotted to all. On receipt of the application, the commissioner or the principal commissioner shall issue a 16-digit alphanumeric unique registration number to all the applicants. Also, if at any time it is found that the form is not filled properly or any false or incorrect information or documents were provided by the organization, the concerned authorities might cancel the registration, but only after providing an opportunity of being heard. So all of you must be in tension, especially the FCRA organizations, as they already have so much to do. So have some relief from these tensions of compliances and contact Team NGO Enabler for any queries and clarifications. For latest updates, keep tuned to our channel, and for any query you can contact us through email or comment below. Thank you.